Welcome to another day on Planet Doug. It's a bit of an unusual video perhaps because I'm jumping right into the middle of my day instead of starting at the beginning as I normally do. And that's because my day began in the town of Mae Hong Son, and I rode along the highway, part of the highway of the Mae Hong Son Loop again. And it feels like I've shot a lot of video of that. I think you know what it's like to ride along the Mae Hong Son Loop. You know, 1,864 curves, 6,022 curves, 7,000, who knows, thousands of curves. It's a beautiful curvy highway going through the hills and through the mountains of northern Thailand. So I basically skipped all that and I rode my scooter from Mae Hong Son to where I am now, which is the town of Bang Mapha, or Bang Mapha. And it's sort of halfway between Mae Hong Son and Pai, right beside the Lode Cave. And I wanted to stay here before, but at that time, all the hotels that I could find in this area, they were all booked. So I just went to Pai and I stayed in Pai. But I planned a bit ahead this time, and I got a room here. I'm standing in front of my bungalow. Yeah, I've got a bit of a sore throat, so I can't speak that easily for some reason. But this is my bungalow at the Jungle Guest House. I've seen it listed as the Jungle House. So it's either the Jungle House or Jungle Guest House. And they have a bunch of these separate bungalows, quite nice ones, on a hillside just on the edge of the town of Bang Mapha. So here's my view right now. Looking off in that direction towards the hills, and the town of Bang Mapha is right here, just on the other side of these trees, and the main drag is right over there, just a little bit in that direction, and you can see, you know, all the hills around here. This time of year, apparently the views are starting to go away. You're getting this really thick haze, and that's another reason I didn't shoot any video this morning. And that's because even though there were gorgeous viewpoints all along the way, you couldn't really see anything. Anything beyond the nearest hill was completely covered in a thick haze. Some sort of, yeah, I don't know what it is exactly. I hear a lot about the burning season up in this part of Thailand, but I don't know if this is a result of the burning season or whether it's just, you know, the weather, the way it is now, that you get so much haze. And it might be clearer in the morning. We'll find out. There's the bungalow beside mine. So they all have a similar style. So they have, you know, the bungalow itself. Each one has a private attached bath, fan only. I don't think there's any air conditioning up here. And then it has a nice veranda with a couple of really nice chairs. And there's a main building beyond these trees here where you can sit and have a meal. Apparently they serve some really good food here. So that's what my bungalow looks like. You just can't see it as clearly because I'm right in front of it. But yeah, here's the windows into mine. And my front balcony, balcony, my porch, my veranda, and I have the one at the very end here. Yeah, inside, yeah, it's quite nice. So some of them have twin beds like this, and some of them have one large king-size bed. I just ended up with the twin. I actually like having twin beds just because I can, you know, sleep in one and then I can spread out all my gear on the other bed and keep everything nice and organized. Yeah, I kind of like that. So here's the interior and the bathroom. Yeah, really nice bathroom as well. Quite large. Sink and toilet here, and then there is a separate shower area here in the back with a hot water heater, which is nice. Yeah, kind of a minimalist style, but just little touches of decoration. Yeah, quite nice. I don't know what else to tell you right now. I just arrived and I just finished unpacking. It was a very short ride to get here. I think only 70 kilometers at the most from Mae Hong Son to Bang Mapha. And it's a small town, but a very bustling town. It's a very busy main street, and there's just the right amount of local color, like just normal shops, normal Thai people living normal lives, and then a little bit of places that are set up for tourists. There's a nice noodle shop there, coffee shops, things like that. There's just a really nice balance. And I think in this region, it's known for, opportunities to go trekking a little bit in the nearby hills. There are caves here. The Lode Cave is the biggest attraction, I think. And about 10 or 12 kilometers back up the road towards Mae Hong Son, there's a very well-known village in a beautiful scenic lookout spot called Jabo or something like that. I think I have to confirm what the name of this place is. I have so much trouble with names here. Bungalow. And it's a place, when I came through the Mae Hong Son loop before, I missed it completely. I'd never heard of it. I didn't know about it. But then I started seeing videos on YouTube from other people who visited this place, and they go up there for the beautiful views over the valleys and over the hills. And I don't know how, but I missed it entirely the last time I was here. So I think my plan is to go there early tomorrow morning, just wake up before dawn and head up to this village. I've already forgotten the name. Jabo, Banjabo. And I'm going to go there and go as early as possible and maybe get some clear skies in the morning. And I think there are homestays up there, so you can stay in some very basic lodging there. And that's what I wanted to do originally. But I don't know, it just seemed like a lot of trouble. I think you have to be able to speak Thai in order to arrange to stay in one of these homestays. If you can't speak Thai, I think it would be kind of difficult to make the arrangements. So I just decided to come here to the Jungle Guest House, book a room in advance. This bungalow is 555 baht per night. I think that's about $17 US. And all the bungalows here are kind of in the same price range. I think they have one newer one with the king-sized bed. It might be 600 and something baht per night. So you're looking at, between 600 and 700 baht per night for these bungalows here. The naming is quite amusing. When I showed up here, the owner and the manager, a very pleasant woman named Da. She has a longer name, but she told me just to call her Da. She was very friendly, very welcoming, spoke English, enough English to, get me settled in and take care of the formalities and show me the room. And I asked her, because I couldn't remember which bungalow I had reserved, because on their Agoda listing, for example, each bungalow has a different name. There's like the hillside view bungalow, there's the treetop view, there's the double room view with every single bungalow has a different name. And when I was looking at the listing on Agoda, I thought I had to pick the right one. Like, which one's the right one for me? Like, what's the difference between the treetop view and the hillside view? Which one is better? Which one do I like? That, I was trying to figure this out. And I ended up with this one because, to be honest, it was the only one left by the time I booked my room. All the other ones had been booked already. So I got whatever it was I booked, but I couldn't remember the name of it. And she showed me to this one. And then as I'm unpacking, I asked her, which one is this? Is this the hillside view? Is this the tree? Which bungalow is it? And she said she doesn't even know. Her son had named all the bungalows with these different names, and she says she can't even keep them all straight. So, and from what I can tell, there isn't a big difference anyway. Like, if this one is the hillside and that one's the treetop, they're essentially the same. So I don't think there's a great deal of difference between them. So you don't have to worry about that very much. I called up their Agoda listing just to double check on this. So they have the Hill View room, which I think this one is the Hill View room. But then there's the Hillside room. Then there's the twin room with mountain view, twin room with balcony, treetop view room, double room with private bathroom. And, but as far as I can tell, they're all the same. They're all basically on this hillside, kind of lined up, you know, one beside each other. Though there might be one further up the hillside, but I haven't gone around exploring yet. But whether I'm in the treetop view, the treetop room, the hillside room, the mountain view room, it's very nice, whatever you want to call it. Check this out. Isn't this is so nice just to be sitting here. I haven't really had a space like this for a long time. And of course, the first thing I'm going to do is make a cup of coffee. It's a bit later in the afternoon now. The sun has gone down a bit. It's gotten a bit cooler. Haze has diminished a little bit, but not by a lot. But you can see around me now, yeah, some of the hills are more clear. So I'm hoping in the morning when I head out for a little bit of a scooter ride, we'll get some nice clear skies first thing in the morning. But what I'm going to do right now is head into town. I'm going to ride my scooter through town, show you what the place looks like. And at the far end of town, I noticed there's kind of a sort of a touristy roadside noodle place that looks like it's an easy place to get a meal. They have some really nice, comfortable seating. So I'm going to check that place out for dinner. Oh, and before I head out for dinner, I have to show you the water heater here. I have these ongoing adventures with all the water heaters in the bathroom in Thailand. And this is a brand new style that I hadn't seen before. It is not electric. It turns out that this one is gas powered. So look at that fancy machine. So you can see it has a gas pipe coming in. And then you've got some really advanced controls. I can adjust the gas line from 1 row to 3, gas control minimum to maximum, and water pressure control from low to high. So it looks like something from NASA, like I'm controlling the space shuttle. But it works amazingly well. So yeah, you don't have to worry about this one. I didn't even touch the controls. I just turned on the water down here. And then it came out at the perfect temperature already. So someone has already dialed it in perfectly for me. So that's my water heater here. All right, time to get out of here and look for some dinner. So these are the grounds of the Jungle Guest House. And right over here on the left is the main building. So you have some tables and chairs there and a kitchen in the back. So if you chat with Da, the owner and manager, she will cook you up some dinner or some lunch. When you're here, of course, you feel like you're way out in the countryside, and I guess in a way you are. But right at the end of this road, you're right back on 1095, which is the main highway connecting Mae Hong Son and Pai. And the town of Bang Mapha is just to the right when we hit the main road here. There's the main road. And it's a small town, but it does have pretty much everything you could want. I saw a big gas station. There's even a 7-Eleven, Big C grocery store. And this is downtown Bang Mapha right here. You can see it's got all the local businesses you'd expect in a typical town here in Thailand. And that's pretty much it. We rode through the entire town from one end to the other. Right up here on the left, this is the access road if you want to go to the cave, to the Lode Cave. It's right down here on the left right there. And the noodle place that I wanted to check out is just over here at the far edge of town. And here it is right here, called Ban Hin Noodle and Coffee. I've seen it quite busy other times when I've ridden past, but I don't see anyone here right now. But I'm a little bit early. It's 5 o'clock, an early dinner, I guess. Stepping back a bit, this is what the place looks like. Ban Hin Noodle and Coffee. And I hope it's open. I always have this experience everywhere I go. Ah, okay. People. Let it up. And there's the view from the back side. It's quite nice. They have a coffee shop over here too, so you can sit inside there, and it's air conditioned. So you can get a cup of coffee or smoothie or anything like that. And then they have seating up here as well. So I think you can order your noodles down below and then they'll bring them up here. So I think I'm going to grab a seat up here. Why not? If you can get a view like that, you might as well take advantage of it. And I think where I'm going tomorrow morning is that ridge over there, or just on the other side of that ridge. Because I think the village is actually situated right on top of a mountainous ridge. Here is the menu. There's no English on the menu, but I guess you can look at the pictures and just pick one out that you like. These are 40 or 50 baht. And then there's something here in the middle, more expensive, 150 baht. And I guess you can get a bunch of different things all together. Maybe a bowl of noodles and some other things. I don't know how this works. I will probably just bring the menu downstairs and I'll point at one of these and see what I end up with. Perhaps this one here. Sadly, one of my many superpowers came into effect. And in Thailand, I have this incredible ability to go everywhere when it's closed. I don't know how I do it, but I do it every single time. And even though this restaurant is wide open and the doors are open and there are people here, they're telling me that they're closed. So no noodles on Planet Doug today. I'm gonna have to head out and look for some other food. Though there seems to be a restaurant right across the road there. I might go check that out. But one last look at the view that might have been as I enjoyed my noodles. I'm assuming they just open up later in the evening. That's always my problem. I go places always way too early. So it's not time for dinner yet for most people. So let's go try and find another spot. Moving on. As I said, I saw a restaurant right here across the road. I was just chatting with a young guy there. I saw him earlier today because I stopped here for coffee, and I was able to get a smoothie in their coffee shop, and he spoke English, but he was telling me that this little restaurant here is open. Oh, maybe it's up there. That looks like a little coffee shop. So this might be a restaurant. But that guy was saying that, he lives here, and even he has trouble sometimes because it's such a small town. He says there's so few people, and he'll often want to go out at night and go do something, but nothing is open, and it's just because it's such a small place. So here's the place here. I think this is the restaurant. Funny thing is, I asked the guy when his restaurant was open. This noodle place, it's just over there, not that far away. And he said they're open from 8 in the morning until 7 at night. But then I asked him, well, aren't you open now? And he says, no, we're not open. So, as I said, that is my superpower. How do you even get into this place? If it is, okay, around here. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's bigger than I expected. Has some seating here. And there are some stairs leading up somewhere. Maybe they have, yeah, it looks like they have some rooms here as well. Well, let's see if we can rustle anybody. Oh yeah, they do have, yeah, okay. They have rooms here. Northern Hill. Mapha, 300 to 400 baht. It was touch and go coming in here. But there was a man at the counter, and he seemed really startled to see me. He gave me that look like, what are you doing here? What could you possibly want? I get that look all the time. But after I sort of indicated the menu and I wouldn't mind ordering some food, he was like, food? He seemed puzzled by that. He spoke that word in English, food. And he says, yeah, food. And he thought about it, and he thought, just one? I said, yes. He says, okay. So I guess we had a big negotiation, and I'm allowed to order some food. And yeah, it looks like they have a pretty extensive menu here. They've got a whole book. So vegetable salad, pad thai, pork steak, roasted pork, vegetables and grilled chicken. Oh, pizza. All kinds of pizza. Oh, kind of a pizza place, I guess. And then a whole bunch of fried noodles and fried rice dishes. Another page. And then a whole bunch of beverages as well. I didn't go fancy with my order. I ordered a salad with grilled chicken and a fried rice, also with chicken. And this place is called Northern Hill. Northern Hill Mapha. You can see the name of the place up there on the sign. And this is the seating inside in the main area. Oh, it's quite nice. I asked the man about the rooms here, and they do have rooms for rent, but not surprisingly, they're all fully booked. So he has no rooms available for this whole weekend. So yeah. Right, I'm going to settle in and wait for my dinner. My dinner has started to arrive, and yeah, the grilled chicken with salad is quite a big surprise. I wasn't expecting anything like this at all. The salad is quite a variety of veggies, so I'll show you what it looks like. So here's the salad. We've got, as you said, a whole variety of things, a couple of different salad dressings there, the grilled chicken, and then the fried rice over there. So that is my meal for tonight. Well, dinner is over. It's really good. I haven't had, I seem to say this about just about everything that I eat or drink or experience lately, but I keep saying I haven't had a salad like that for an extremely long time. I mean, I honestly cannot remember back to having a salad like that, like a big full salad with lots of different types of vegetables and lettuce and cabbage and red cabbage and yellow cabbage and cherry tomatoes, everything all mixed in there. Yeah, it was very, very good. The fried rice was kind of okay. I was expecting something quite a bit more filling and more chicken and more of everything, but it was just sort of a little bit of light, fluffy rice. So in fact, even after that fried rice and big salad, I'm still pretty hungry. And I got there just in time because the kitchen closed at 6 o'clock, and I got my order in just before the kitchen closed.